Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Noob. And this tech. I'm at the workhouse. I drive tomorrow. I'm tired. Fucking hot. The coolest day in the foreseeable forecast was today. It was a calm, cool, brisk 104 degrees. It's the coolest it's going to be for the next 10 days. Alright, barring I didn't break the display, and even if I did, let's still make it work. Alrighty, so barring the hope that I did not break the display, even if I did, I'll just use a friggin' external one. I have this, this is a 64 gigabyte SSD Faisal, and it's blank. I bought a 4-pack of them for like 20 bucks on the Bay of A. I just hate freaking installing them in this stupid freaking laptop, these little ones especially. Here, hold on. Un momento, por favor. See, it basically looks exactly like the Amazon piece of crap top that I bought for like 5 times as much money brand new. That's the exact same thing. It's basically a Nyakun. I bet you this battery is the same fucking battery. I could probably look if I wasn't lazy. And I mean, like, it almost looks exactly identical underneath this Hyundai laptop as it does the Nyakun. But even down to like where the fucking, I think it's the same exact thing, like the board. The only thing that's different is the processor. Is the CPU. The one in the Nyakun is an Intel Celeron N4000. Piece of shit. Smells like turd on my eyeballs when I'm trying to do anything. This one, however, is a big, sexy, strong, daddy, beefy Intel Celeron N4100. Only want to rip one of my eyeballs out to sell it for more fucking processing speed. Like, trade you an eyeball for a 0.3 gigahertz of fucking processor speed if you could tap that onto my big daddy fucking N4100 daddy. Anyway, now that I'm almost done having an aneurysm from what is surely caused by remnants of daily heat stroke, we'll plug that in. Fucking put that on like that. Just kidding. We don't even. You know what? I should probably attach that professionally. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. Yeah. It's just like how the amount of good that this laptop can do, a tiny amount. That's probably being generous. Okay, that's not gonna work. The reason I even want to put something here is because it is not very tight, this whole thing. No, obviously there's no clip. So maybe, I don't think I even have any tape here. So I think maybe we'll see if, like, this Bitcoin sticker implies, if it can hold onto this micro SSD or M.2 SSD. It's not an NVMe. That I can promise you. I would not waste that on this fucking piece of shit. Anyway. There. I'm sure that'll do good for some reason. There. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Yeah, it's like looking in the mirror with no clothes on. No fucking lie, all of you can relate that aren't women. Yeah, I'm sure there's at least one that watches. Okay. Let's make sure this goes back on. Yeah. Alrighty then. So, what we're gonna do with this is I have this. If I have or have not introduced this, I don't know. What this is this was the SSD that came in that 2011 MacBook Air that I got from the swap meet that I had to basically just tear apart because it fucking was getting hot enough to fucking light cigarettes on, just running for just 2 minutes, and it wouldn't do jack shit. Did I just break this motherfucker? Oh no. Okay, I need to be more careful. Anyway, let's hope I didn't. Don't look at my fucking blanket and clothes mess. I live here fucking a couple days out of the week. I guess let's see first if I broke this. If I did, well, this will be the second fucking adapter I've done that with. Let's see. I see lights, so that's good. I don't know. Might not mean shit. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, I think it might not mean shit. I don't think it works anymore. Let's go here, here. Fucking. Shit, I have all this shit still downloaded. I'm not actually gonna do it. Ah, it still works, thank God. Cool. That kind of spoiled the whole fucking shebang, but anyways, what this is an Apple. I explained what it is. This part that it's plugged into is a specially made card. I'm sure some guy just made them and fucking sold them on Amazon for like $6. But I bought it on Amazon for like $6. I also bought this adapter on Amazon for like $6. Just a regular SATA to USB. I fucking was like, what the fuck could I use this for? It's only 64 gigs. So I figured the best use for it is a very inconvenient USB drive. However, I flashed an operating system onto this thing yesterday. It literally was like the fastest flash I've ever done fucking of an OS times like 10. I mean, it's like 10 times faster doing it on this. I don't know what the fuck. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, this is part one. What I have flashed on here is we're gonna test two different distros against each other. Both of them are Linux distros. They are both Windows fucking inspired in some form or another. One of them is a distro made by a guy that was an engineer at Microsoft. The other is basically a copy of the distro made by Microsoft. We are doing what I find or here is the most professional one first. I also think that I don't think this keyboard works. It might. I don't think it does though. I think I have to plug an external keyboard in and do an OS. What's the name of the fucking guy? Anything that made it? Something fucking andouille cheese or some shit. Or andouille sausage. Andouille. Alright. Still wait. Yeah, I have problems. Okay. You know, it's incredible to me. This thing was made like 4 or 5 years ago. This thing was made like 14 or 15 years ago, and it still looks so fucking much nicer than this fucking thing looks. Like, I mean, exponentially. The trackpad's a lot more responsive on this thing. I'll give it that. But look at it. This is actually not too bad looking. It's fucking moving pretty quick. I would like to open the specs back up. I don't really give a fuck, honestly, about your fucking privacy and shitting on my nutsack. How about fuck you? And reach around. Reach around. Okay, let's do that. It's pretty clean, and like I said, crisp. God damn it. I'll have to connect to the internet system. There we go. Look at that. Celeron and 100. It's 100 better than the other one. And just like the fucking USB drive that we're using, we have a 64 gig SSD, 8 fucking gigabytes of fucking RAM it in the butt, and it's awful dumb for stuff. Anyways, it's all right. So far, it's running okay. Should connect to the interwebs. Pretty intuitive. It kind of reminds me of Zorin. I just don't think it looks as nice as Zorin looks. I think Zorin's a little bit nicer of a looking operating system. In fact, here, we got Zorin right here. I think that this looks cleaner. It kind of has, I mean, you can pretty much change to tons of different themes. They even have paid versions of this. I'm sure if you tried hard enough, you could probably fucking pay and do an OS money too, fucking any Linux distro. But I could make this look more like Windows 11, like this is set up like. This isn't a comparison of Zorin though. Zorin is, I think, in a league of its own in terms of like, I mean, yeah, you could consider it like a Windows copy. I mean, even if you look at the settings menu, but like I said, you can configure this in a different way to where it looks more like even Mac OS or fucking its own thing. So I don't think that this should get looped in with this kind of OS. But here, let me connect to the interwebs. We'll see how fast of a video we can play. I think that this is honestly going to work better than the other thing we're going to do, though, to be quite frank. Oh yeah, 1 second. Here. Look at the screen. There. Look, it's that time. How about that? How about it? Yep. And I am going to take the time to install this all the way onto the hard drive in this. God damn it, it didn't work. Is the cap locks on? Okay. Oh, does shift not work on this motherfucker? Oh god. Oh, here. What the hell? What is going on? Hold on. Yeah, I was fucking typing. It was using these as the number pad. I didn't know it had the F12 number lock fucking function, which I guess the function buttons work. Here, let's see. Does our volume? Volume works. Where's the brightness? Bright. The brightness. Oh, there's no fucking brightness. I have to go in the settings to change that. That's massively fucking inconvenient. I don't care enough though to care right now. Alright, let's see. Let's go to YouTube. Okay, load quick. It load pretty quick, you know, it's not that bad. Okay. YouTube is loaded. Let's see. Hyundai Highbook 14.1 laptop, buddy. Oh, short circuit. They probably have a 4K option on their video. Oh, that's quick. Oh, it kind of already is a little choppy. I can feel it. I can feel it, Dad. No thanks. Where we at? Where we at? Oh, you see the headless? It's still used every single day. Oh, we're at like, what, 720? Oh. It's working in 1080p. You know what though? That HP all-in-one I had, oh, it kind of got a little choppy there for a second. That HP all-in-one I had, I was able to play 2 different 4K videos on that thing at the same time, and it worked just as fine. So, oh yeah, there's a little bit of chop, but you know what? It's still not bad. It's a little choppy. If I played a second video at this quality, I think that it would probably really chop up. I think we're gonna see some good chop here. But you know what? It's really not anywhere near as bad as okay, there it is. You know, I thought it was gonna happen sooner though. You're not watching any 4K YouTube videos on this OS with this fucking hardware. But, I mean, the fact that you can get through probably quite a bit of 1440p streaming before you start seeing some real issues. It's still moving good, 1080p. You know what? I don't hate it. It's pretty impressive. I wasn't expecting that. Let's see what going through the whole shebang. Chihuahua. Oh, shebang. It's going to be like. And even the download process is exactly the same as like Zorin looks. Oh, nope, that didn't happen. Nothing happened. Card book. Very secure password. Very secure password. Make sure we keep it secure by never using it. So therefore it can never be key logged or traced by ne'er-do-wells. You're welcome. I did this for you. I really did. You're fucking welcome. And Andreessen, Mr. Andreessen Horowitz. If you know, you know. That's why I'm so psycho. No, I'm just kidding. This room's a mess. I really need to take time to clean it. I'm just so fucking worn out all the time. Maybe if I wasn't making videos about fucking computers, I've made videos about like 3 or 4 times already. I'd actually take the time to tidy up in this bitch a little. But I am getting ready to like permanently move everything out of here and fucking just driving the whole distance every day. But I'm waiting for summer to be over to do this shit. Because I'd rather acclimate to that extra, less sleep. When it's 1,005 degrees TYVM. Pretty quick though. Shit's fucking almost done. Man. Okay. I fucking biffed it and didn't record the download of the other OS, which I was not able to get from the website because for some reason, I don't know, it's all fuckered, fucked up. I don't know. But I did find it. I had to get it off SourceForge, and it is now 2 days later than that last clip I said was only going to be like 24 hours later. It's been 48, maybe a little more. Life happens. Been busy as shit. Busier than a two-peckered goat in heat. Fucking in the summertime. And yeah, it's loading. This is the car top, the computer, car you're gonna actually work. There it is. Winix. It's Winix. Now I was gonna have these two OSs fight it out for supremacy to decide which one gets to live on the SSD that's in here. But then I realized I have like 4 of these 64 gig ones. I don't know what else I'm gonna fucking use it for. I could put it in the Amazon crap top, but I already have one in there. I don't know what else I would use 64 gigs of M.2 NGFF or whatever the fuck memory for. Maybe for the future, but I still have 2 blank ones beyond. Well, this one that's in here now is blank, and I still have 2 other blank ones. This is the one that we put and then OS on. Welcome. This is my Winix. This is my Winix. If you say it really weird, you can almost make it sound like you're saying, this is my wiener. I got the plug and play. We're gonna plug and we're gonna play. Maybe if the fucking settings ever open. Settings they ever opened. They opened ever. Here we go. Intel Celeron. Oh yeah, it's a piece of shit. Okay. I was wondering if because it had 100 more ends, that it would have more GHz, G's, GH's, gigahertz. Yeah, I thought because it had 100 more, it would be better. But all it is a bigger number. But yeah, we've got Winix on live mode. The mode is live. We've got interwebs connector. We're gonna, oh no. We're gonna connect her to the interwebs. Un segundo porcito. Okay. This didn't load slow. Well, yeah, it did. It loaded slow. Definitely slower than Andy OS did. Well, let's get into. Let's see if this motherfucker knows what edging is. Microsoft definitely does. At least the guy who started it. I'm sure he does. Piece of shit. Hey, that's already lagging. Yeah, that doesn't bode well. I'm already pretty sure that, at least in the purpose of this video, we're probably going to be sticking with Anduin OS, Anduin OS, because I feel like I can already tell that the performance is going to be better. And yeah, but I think I might try testing other operating systems on here too. I don't know, man. I want to turn this thing, I want to use this thing for something. I don't see anybody on the internet that ever is fucking on a computer that says fucking Hyundai right there. And maybe that's my mantle. Maybe that's what I'm here for. It might be. I don't know why this computer starts out, no matter what, in fucking F12 num lock mode. But it fucking really does not tickle my fancy. High book, 14.1 laptop. Search is pretty quick. Yeah. Nobody had to, okay? I chose to, and that's my fault. Nobody told me that they made this. Oh, it's already kind of laggy. Auto's at 720p though, same as the other one. It's about the same so far, actually. I feel like it's just one step closer at all times though to like falling off a cliff than Anduin OS. But it is basically working the same. Now, I just wonder which one has better Windows compatibility in terms of like which one can like run Wine and Windows programs better. My problem is I need to actually take the time to figure out how to do all that shit. I also considered like I don't play video games anymore, not because I don't think they're cool or like I don't like them. Like I was big into MMOs like RuneScape, and old school RuneScape, not RuneScape 3, and like WoW Classic and shit. I just don't have the time. But maybe I ought to create a new RuneScape account for test purposes when we're trying out. Because I was reading that there's a way to make RuneScape work on Linux. I mean, they make all kinds of other shit work on Linux. Fucking RuneScape shouldn't be that fucking hard, should it? And maybe we'll try RuneScape 3 too. But I don't have the time. And maybe this will lead to like whatever, maybe once a week we'll pick the computer from the arsenal if I ever can build up the wherewithal to do this. Build up pick a computer out of the arsenal, random computer, and like do a live stream for like an hour from that machine playing fucking old school RuneScape. We might as well install it though, since we have this blank SSD in here anyway. And it's not like I can't wipe over them if need be. One moment though. All right, fucker, unplugged. I called the plug. Yes, Los Angeles. Sure. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck all over it. Computer. Default stream. Hot stream. I'll tell you how long my password is. Long enough. You know the drill. Now we're gonna wait for like 2 hours or so. It took like over an hour and a half to do the second Anduin OS install after the first one didn't work. So this is like a 3 times bigger ISO. I'd be surprised if it's faster. But we'll BRB when she's done. Winnings, homie. So yeah, we've got Winix. And we've got Anduin OS, and it's safe to say that both, they actually both perform roughly the same in terms of sheer performance. Now, there's one thing I want to talk about. We'll just do a simple Google search for this. But the one thing that makes me want to give the victory to Anduin OS, I would say actually Winix looks cleaner than Anduin. Just between two which two aesthetically looks better? It would actually be my D. Hold on. It would actually be Winix, but here, this is why. Oh shit! Stupid fucking keyboard. I don't know why you would default to that. So this is what I was talking about, is right here, Anduin doesn't really come with any bloat at all, and it doesn't take like snapshots of what you're doing. It doesn't collect your data. It doesn't send your data anywhere else. It literally is just a bare bones like distribution. It's supposed to be seamless, kind of like Windows, without all the shit, the bloat and everything, which is, you know, most people's reasons for switching to Linux have to do with like security and trust and whatnot. Winix, however, is has some mixed opinions. They got, you know, as you can see here, different vulnerabilities. I'm not some fucking tech security expert or anything like that, so like I don't know. But when I was doing research before I actually decided to put these two head to head in the way that I did, I guess, which was not very much head to head, but just try them both out in the same fucking video. There already have been exploits in the past, and as you can see also, right, here's one thing that I didn't happen to like, was that when I was trying to download the ISO for Winix, I couldn't even do it from the fucking place I'm supposed to, which is, you know, the website. Is it still down? It's been down for like a few days. Oh, it's up now. Yeah, it hadn't been up for yesterday or today, so I had to, it just was saying that the website was giving the wrong response, meaning I think that means the domain wasn't paid for or something. I had to come here to SourceForge, which, why is SourceForge the first thing that comes up when you search for Winix ISO? It should be the download page for Winix. I don't think I have that problem when I do this, which, you know, I know that's kind of, I know it's kind of nitpicky, but like, if somebody's coming to try this shit for the first time, and you say don't download the link from anywhere else, don't you want the first thing that comes up to be your website? Like, if your website's down, there's no ability for that to happen, which is why when you type in the word Winix, the website isn't the first thing that comes up, because for the past week or so, the fucking website didn't even work, so therefore it doesn't exist for the purpose that somebody downloading the ISO would want it to fucking exist for, which is, you know, to exist. Yeah, of course nobody likes a paywall when it comes to open source shit, and yeah, there's some bloat and stuff like that. They've got AI features that are kind of hardwired into Winix, which I don't like. I don't even know if this is real Copilot or if this is something else. Oh, it is Copilot. That's fucking really shitty. Like the fact that that's even here. That right there, even if Winix performed better on every metric than Anduin OS, the fact that fucking Copilot is here would automatically make this lose to me. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I wanted to put the two most, I guess you could say, in my head, outstanding, meaning they stand out in the mind, Windows clones, that weren't Zorin. So basically, option 2 and 3 to the test and see which one would be the better option. And I'd say it just really depends on what you're looking for. If you want something that looks fucking identical to Windows, you have all these options here, right? Fucking Windows 11 Light, Dark, Twilight, Windows 10. Let's see what the Windows 10. I think it's just gonna put the start bar here and everything. I like Windows 10. I like how Windows 10 looks more, so I'm gonna leave it here. But yeah, it's really mainly a preference thing. But if security is an issue, which if you're doing anything private, it should be, that should be your answer. That no, Linux is not the way to go. But if you're not worried about AI and shit like that, and you want it to be as fucking copy paste Windows as possible, Linux I still think is possibly, well, if you're choosing between Linux and Anduin, Linux would be the way to go. But even when it comes to like Zorin looks pretty much like Windows 2, but like this is pretty much a copy paste. And if you're more comfortable with something this might be what you lean towards. Me, I'm gonna pick Anduin. I'm actually gonna yank this fucking SSD back out and put the one with Anduin back in. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.